Mark was such a genuine person. He was real, authentic in all his relationships with people, with kids.
To him, life was for living and giving love, and the kids gave love back to him.
He cared about us, and he always wanted to be there for us. Just wanted to be in our life.
He'll never be mean to you. He'll never hurt you. He'll never yell at you. He'll just say nice things and always be nice. And he was like the best friend you could ever have.
If you met him, he'll always be with you forever, no matter what. I found him to be one of the best people I've ever known. Just really, really, really generous.
What he loved the most was to be able to be with kids because they had fun. He made the connections with people here in school and found kids that he could relate with and he could be a mentor to here at Lincoln. He knew when something was troublesome to them, and he felt he could empathize. He felt for them, and he wanted to be able to help that out a little bit, to make their life a little bit more fun, to give them things that they don't have an opportunity to do otherwise.
I am bipolar, which means I get real angry real quick, and he was real kind to me, and he was somebody I always could count on when I was feeling down or depressed or when I was angry. When he was there, he would try and calm me down.
They were always excited, they were always anticipating his visit because they never knew what would happen. Every time Mark came, he came with something different. He would have Legos one day. He would have remote control cars one day.
I got a double fudge, triple chocolate, caramel brownie ice cream cake about this big from him, and a couple of cupcakes because he had wanted to celebrate my birthday, and I ate the whole cupcake in one bite, a big mouthful.
You know, when we heard that Mark had leukemia, I never really thought about it as a life-threatening disease or illness. I just always felt he was going to be here, and even after he had his bone marrow transplant, and he had to get through the 100 days after the transplant, I never had any doubt that he would get through those 100 days because Mark was always Mark. He was always here, and he wasn't going anywhere. And so he struggled for 5 years, and we watched him.
I took him into town and was taking him to his house, and he said, "I want to stop at the lawyer's office." And so we stopped at the lawyer's office, and he went in and he came out and he said, "Well, I've taken care of everything. Now I can die."
He took the last opportunity he had to set up the foundation so that in his absence, his spirit could live on. And he did. He took everything he had. We sold his house, it went to the foundation. We sold all his possessions, it went to the foundation. All his profit-sharing retirement funds went to the foundation. And that's the way he wanted it.
It made perfect sense. It made absolutely perfect sense, and to give it away to his kids, that made even more sense. His kids were everything, so he wanted to make sure that he could keep helping those kids, even the ones he didn't know yet.
When he started, he was the only mentor at Lincoln, and now there's 18 or 19 mentors there. He would love that. He would just be thrilled, and I miss him.
When he got sick, he still was about everybody else, never him. Thanks to him, I can mentor other people, and I'm starting to help other people the same way he helped me.
Mark always said, you wake up each day and you have a choice of what to do with that day.
and you can waste it or you can make good use of it and do something good for someone, and that's how he lived his life.
He was like, he was like my best friend, and he still is, even though he ain't here, but pretty much he is here still looking over us, and he's real nice, and he's still my best friend.
Strength, love, passion, perseverance. Not even terminal leukemia could prevent Mark Wood from keeping his promise to Little Falls kids. To those who needed a friend more than anything, Mark was far more than just a mentor. He was a superhero. He was their conscience. He was their confidence. He was their never-ending fun. And Mark's spirit will always live within them. To those who hear his story for the first time, he is an inspiration, a person we will never meet, and a person we will all hope to become. Through the Initiative Foundation and Little Falls Area Foundation, Mark gave everything he had to continue what he had always done: change the world, one child at a time. Even in his darkest hours, Mark Wood often said, "It's not about me." But tonight, it is. For his boundless generosity and irrepressible spirit that inspired an entire community, the Initiative Foundation and Gray Plant Moody are proud to honor Mark Wood of Little Falls as our 2007 Outstanding Volunteer. Please welcome his family to the stage to accept the award.